Welcome everyone to the Coach's Desk. I am your host, Coach Minzy, and we're here this evening to, talk. Yeah, like we normally do, talk football, right? So, big up yourself, people. Thanks for tuning in. And definitely we appreciate you being here. As you can see in the topic, did Coach Tappa blunder in team selection, in-game management, and player division? It's an interesting topic, and we'll be talking about it in this video. Trusting that everybody's doing well, everybody's doing all right. You know what I mean? So, thanks again. Stay tuned as we go right into our intro. So, look out, people.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that. Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome back, everyone. Yes, and we're going to get right into the meat of the matter that we want to talk about. Yes. Hmm. It's an interesting topic, people. Very interesting. Welcome to the persons who are on already. We have 19 people on. Of course, you know the golden rule. Please hit the thumbs up button, and that is getting your sanitization to come into the coach's desk arena. Yeah, man, it's a big arena, people. And of course, we want to ensure that you're safe in this arena. Hence the reason we tell you to actually, hit the like button, be sanitized, right? So the visual is blurry. I will go on this now. Let me check it out. From the other day, I see that little thing there. Hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit blurry. I don't know what's happening. That seems like that look like internet problem now. But see if it changes as we go along. But I do apologize for that, people. That has to be an internet issue. And see it's freezing a bit too as well, right? Hmm. All right, so big up to and welcome to everyone that is here at this moment. We're gonna be talking about it, and I want you to share your comments down below in the comment section. Yes, so checking out comments. Mark Chambers, welcome. Strongly agree. This level of competition and the profile of players is above Tappa's level. That's coming from Mark Chambers. Ian Campbell is saying, how can I forget about the banner, people? We need to change the color a little bit. All right, so Ian Campbell is saying, if anyone comes on this platform to state that Mr. Whitmore didn't blunder with team selection, team management, is a massive hypocrite or bling to football. All right, so Richie Richards, big up yourself. Good night from New York. New York, massive, big up yourself. And of course, people, you are free to call in the number. Let me put the number on the screen. All right, that's the call-in number there on the screen. It is running below in that black writing at the base of the screen. All right, Ricky Chupa, welcome to the show, Ricky Chupa. Kevin Reed, coach, everyone know Tappa not only blunder but also biased. All right. All right, Fresh, big up yourself, Fresh. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Your visual is, yeah, me read that already. I don't know what is happening there, Fresh, but it seems to me as if that has so much to do with the internet. All right, Damian Brown, Tappa, his core players out. All right, so people, like up the stream, as Fresh is saying. People, stop playing with coach's desk likes. Man, him could go sleep and don't do any live for us. Smash up the like button, people. Thanks in advance. Stop playing with the likes, man. Fresh, you know, I first read this. You know, easy, you know. Big up yourself anyway. Comment, moderator, manager, and capo. So we have Lance Blake. So he did not blunder. He did exactly as Speed and Ricketts hired him to do. Showcase local talent for sale, for profit for themselves and local clubs. Are you certain about that, Lance Blake? You certain that that is the situation? I am not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, slow get trouble fresh. It looks so. Big up the silent Dexters. Big up to all the ladies that are watching. J Ross, big up yourself. If Tappa is not out by the end of the week, I'm done with the Reggae Boyz. No apologies. Leighton Griffiths, if Tappa still the coach, things not going to change. He only might win one more game. So Leighton, are you saying that if the coach actually change up things a bit in terms of his player selection, do you believe that things will actually change? Talk to us, Leighton. The JPL got another sponsor today, but yet the JFF can't get any. Big up yourself, Shavan Peard. Boy, I mean, I tell you, man, it is amazing. It's amazing. It's a matter of fact. Probably I'm using the wrong word there. It's actually mind-boggling to know that that is the situation at the moment. It is. Fresh is saying I heard recently Tappa will not be fired. While we know what I said before, I willing to support the team from a distance. And I won't watch another game. I will only check the scores. Okay. If that's the case, if that is the case, and listen to your watch along with other I'm fed up. Why? The fans are really big up yourself. Right, ironic. The fans are really not pleased. They need to know what is happening. But I understand. I definitely understand what the supporters are saying. And it is quite interesting, that the views of the 12th man or the supporters aren't taken into consideration. But when it's time for games, when it's time for critical matches, then you talk about fans in the stands and all of these things. But at the same time, when the fans should know what is happening, they are left in the dark. You know, Manchester United had a situation on Sunday when they played Watford or Saturday, whichever day it is. And the board met, and for Romano was able to tweet that it is imminent. What is going to happen to Solskjaer will happen. It's just that the board, and it didn't take a day. And these things were out before it was made public by the club. So I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening. But there could be other factors that are delaying this. I guess we just have to be patient, very, very, very patient with what is transpiring. All right, Lance Blake said again, I'm very sure. Ask Cataract, what is interpretation of Speed statement on Reggae Boyz commentary? Tappa cannot do anything other than the Speed JFF ideology plan. Boy. Lance Blake. I don't know if that is the case, but let us wait and see. Let us be patient and see if there's gonna be a change of event where the coach is concerned, or there will be a follow through with what the initial reports are. Richie Richards, maybe we should all stay home and don't go to the games. And Richie, that's a good way for us to protest. But trust me, you have some money. No matter what other people are doing, you have some money where I go. So they are gonna say they're not gonna be losing that opportunity to go to a match, to actually follow what the crowd is actually doing. So that could be a message that we'd be sending, especially for the next round. I think they're gonna be getting more fans. I think to me, I believe that the numbers are going to triple come January 27th. I believe the number is going to triple where the Reggae Boyz are concerned. Reggae Boyz fans are concerned. I believe so. Eagle Republic, big up yourself, erudite, and welcome. 2026, me say, I hope Houston is chosen as a World Cup city so I don't have far to drive. All right, Eagle, big up Houston. Time for me to brush up on my Spanish and buy a Mexican jersey. And they say again, Eagle Republic. Oh my God. I can't believe that's where you're going, Bridget. If Tappa is coaching January 2022, I'm done with Jamaican football until he leaves. Teddy Lee, big up yourself, Teddy Lee. What's up? And people, please remember the line is open. Can't compare rich Manu to Jamaica. I'm not comparing a rich Manu to Jamaica, brethren. The principle is not different, Teddy Lee Gray. Come on, man. The principle is not different. Principle we're arguing based on, not the comparison of a United to a Jamaica. Nah. Principle me argue there, so. I have nothing to do or say about Jamaica football until Stopper out. So that's a new name, Ray Baba. 5-2 vote out, and he is still there. All right, Ray Baba. It's not Tappa, it's Tappa. Fresh God is agreeing with him. Kevin Bailey, boy. God know, if me did have money, me call JFF and ask how much money you have for Tappa and pay this man and let him go at him yard, man. No good, yo. That's coming from Kevin Bailey. Big up yourself, Jason Ferran, Erudite in the building. Fabian Full, big up yourself. Welcome. Oh, Canada. Meeting my second country. Hey, every man has switch on up. This is bad enough. JFF. People them look at them are boycott the reggae boy thing, and we don't want that to happen, you know. We don't want that to happen at all. You understand? Don't want that to happen. So whatever decision you make, just let the people them know what go on. You know what I mean? All right, Russian Bogle, big up yourself. No update on Tappa. No, sir. Richard, big up yourself, man. What's up? CD, would you compare player power to fans voting with their feet? Talk of players refusing to play for Tappa did not go down well at all. Testing times. Player power. Well, who actually give players power? Who actually? All right. Ian is saying most of Tappa's fans can not afford the ticket prices. If Tappa is coach in January, the stadium will be empty. Wow. Lyndon Ellis is saying Tappa biggest blunder is taking up Aka out the scrap head and put him in the team. And you know that I mean Javon Watts would have served the country. Once a man put on the uniform, they have to show him his respect. You know what I mean? And I do believe that we were in a crisis where the center of the park is concerned. You understand? But the challenge I am having is him starting over Anthony Grant. I don't believe that was a good decision. And that is in my humble opinion. I don't believe so. So these are some of the issues that I believe the fans have with the current coach or the former coach where the team is concerned. Yeah. It when you look at the decision making, when you look at the in-game management, the changes, these are the things that we have a problem with. Is it a case, people, where the fans, the 12th man that go to the stadium, pay them money, watch the match, should not say anything about how the team is playing, should not say anything about the coaching, the in-game management, the divisiveness that is happening in the team? Should we not say anything? Well, like Ian is saying, If the coach is in, then I mean the fans are going to rebel, because you can't expect them to come and support something that they are not in agreement with. And the fans do have a say, because we want them to come in the stadium to support, but at the same time, they can't say anything. Come on, man. As I've always said, you see other media houses, you see the US team is doing fairly well, right? And they beat the coach. Who beats players like the British press, the American press? When you watch other sports and see how they talk about the players and the coaches, the Reggae Boyz can't be an exception. What I'm saying, nothing personal should come out in it, in our conversation, calling persons names and all these things. I don't support those things. Once it is football related, then of course we should be able to express ourselves. We should be able to express ourselves. And I've always supported no slandering. And I've always supported objectivity. So once you play for the national team, whichever national team, football, cricket, you run, the fans will always have their say. And if they can't have their say, then might as well they don't be a supporter of the various teams. This is not common to Jamaica. Everywhere it happens. And please remember, you can call. You can call. All right, so Fabian Full is saying, to fix Jamaican football, we have to sacrifice 2 or 3 World Cup cycle. I agree with that, Fabian Full. If we really want to develop the players, if we really want to have a change in the football culture, everything, we have to make a sacrifice. But with this cycle, it should not be the case, for being full. Easily, we should have qualified. Easily, we should have been in the mix. Easily. It's not so hard as we see it, people. We should have been there. I want to know that. You know that. Jamaica flip-flop country, coach, so it's not surprising. It's the Jaros, Germany. People, I'm going to go back for them international. Mexico is my new CONCACAF team. That's Ian. And now switching a coach, we had contingency plans until JFF. All right, Fresh, I hear you. Right. Ironic, you're saying just need some more offensive creativity. They say Ian, Brazil for life, Brazuca. Sambas. Ricky Trooper is saying, coach, we don't want to, but the JFF not doing the right thing. I understand, man. I'm Jamaican, born with American citizenship, and a big Brazil fan. All right, Fabian Full, big up yourself. Claudine is in the building. Welcome, Claudine. Well, it's time to say Brazil. Anthony, Rafinha, Neymar, Vinicius. Jairus, that German thing there. Brazil has always been my team from birth. Let's go, Brazil. Ricky Chupa, tell him now. All right. CD, what marketing message would you send out to potential Jamaican recruits who plays overseas in light of recent events? It's not been a good look. Richard, I'm going to leave that one. Definitely, I'll leave that one. Coach, I saw Jerry Miller analyst on the midfield versus El Salvador. Haka was terrible. The man has stand up on the field. Yeah, we see that from the stadium when I watch the game. No, not in the stadium. We see even at against the US team, he was lethargic, could hardly move. We have to call a speed, man. As I said before, the player has played well, served the country well. Once him put on the uniform, anybody put on the uniform, we have to big them up. Yeah, because it has to be that they have talent. Yeah, and whether their talent is liked by you or me or anybody else or the coach, no present, future, then definitely he would have played for the country. But like I said before, I don't think it was a wise decision to start him over Anthony Grant. We heard that he was brought in to assist Anthony Grant, especially when Grant in the latter moments of the game to basically cover Grant. And we have seen him start. You know what I mean? Fabian Full, I'm a Jamaican by birth, born in Jamaica, but soon to be living in Canada. But I'm a massive Brazil fan. All right, fresh. I have three passports. Jamaican born, Jason born. All right, Eagle Republic, big up yourself. Leighton Griffiths, if things taking so long and they don't replace the coach, then they're going to look like a fool. Yard Fusion, big up yourself. Welcome. Tappa or no Tappa, I'm still supporting the Reggae Boys. A lot of us supporting other teams that are losing with a bad coach on, and you still supporting them. Yeah. Jay, anyway, I big up yourself. When you say Europe is blue, I shock my con shock on it today and then I shock in green, Apologies. I meant to say that there were some players allegedly set to refuse to play for JA if Tappa was relieved of his duties. Yeah, players were saying that. I mean, players can always say that, man. But with the pool of players that is out there, Richard, then of course, Mr. Lyndon Ellis, yeah, switch. We have been hearing that, Richard, but not certain if that is true. It could be rumored. I agree that if Tappa picked the players and team that we pick here on social media, we would be in the top. Yeah, and it's surprising enough football to play on social media, but we call for Javian Brown, we call for Anthony Grant. Call for Anthony Grant and it just look like everything. All of these players what we call for. Yeah, because Javian Brown, trust me, good footballer. Big up yourself, Javian, wherever you are. A propaganda will be launched to boycott the home games if Tappa is coach come January. Mark my word. Ah, boy. This spell check madness. Kiss me teeth. Contingency correct. We know ourselves if phone go sometime, man. You probably have to set it fresh. If phone smart enough, I love correct people. Jamaican don't do nothing about protesting. The fans will show up. That's what I was saying, Leighton Griffiths. You have some people still are gonna show up regardless. Because them just want the experience of going to the stadium and watch the boys. You know what I mean? Hey, you see when Antonio walk off the field, it was difficult. Well, I wouldn't say difficult, but from before he gets under the tunnel, he took multiple photos. Multiple. Yeah. People them rate Antonio. Listen, the people rate Antonio, but some people don't rate Antonio, and I wonder why. Why you don't rate the baller? Two back-to-back superb goals. Why you don't rate the baller? Come on, man. The baller is a good baller. He must shine in England and he must shine in Jamaica's colours. Come on, man. Rate the baller, man. Good baller. As Qatar could say, he's not the best in sliced bread. He's the sliced bread. Brown man security. What's up? Welcome, man. Coach, if Tafa did pick the right team and start the right 11, Jamaica would be on 14 points now. Definitely, I agree. I think I can agree with that, Brown man security. So that's what we're saying, that we think the team selection is the problem. Team select, even in the Panama game, team selection. Oh, you have to leave Anthony Grant out. Oh, you have to leave a six, your central defensive midfielder. Oh, you have to not play a good start. Where you Scotia Bank? Oh boy. Lindell Ellis was really looking forward to see Jamaica in the World Cup for the second time in my lifetime. I'm so disappointed it won't be. Thanks to Whitmore and the JFF. What about the players, Lindell? They're not shouldering any blame on them. Me said the man start Aka over Grant and Aka pick up injury in the El Salvador game and Tappa really start the man say when me see the starting level, me say no, this man and Tappa have something we don't know about. Hey, in the warm up, to me, I don't think the player was 100%. I don't think he was. Don't think he was. Just how uncomfortable was it for many people to be saying farewell to Tappa when in fact he was not gone? Hmm. Are you sure about that, Richard? Decisions can reverse. What are your thoughts on Sudo fond farewells after a man's been verbally hit? Richard? I have no thoughts. Unlike JFF spell check, man. Unlike JFF, they don't have any contingency plan. Yeah. Jairus, the team topper should pick January. Serious to Jairus? Blake, Pinnock, Hector, Moore, Lay, Grant, Ravel, Brown, DJ, Gray, Antonio. Serious to Jairus? Even in the USA game, the man stop and look with his hand at his side. Yard Fusion, sorry, not impressed with your statement. Cannot support a coach that knowingly selects injured players, especially in the starting lineup. Yeah. Look, when Toxic come off, the man will come in for him. How good him look. The man don't lose a ball. Yeah, man, Greg Lay was really good. Definitely have to give him that. One family boss, big up yourself. I need Jamal Lowe in at the side on the left and Leon on the right and Antonio center. You can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with that. Killing y'all selves over Tappa. Wanna just go and watch ball a roll. All right, Jason. Dre any weather. Big up yourself, Dre. Super chat in the building. Me spend more years in Jamaica than US. And I will never switch, even when me day here. For 20 more years. Especially them try stop my food. They say, KC no problem tomorrow. Hey, you see Calabar get whipped today, Dre. Jason. Jason. Jason, what go on? What go on with the side, Jason? Hey, KT stung them again, stung up. Hey, KC a kill off all big side. All big side. And people, when we say kill, we're not inciting violence. That's just a Jamaican jargon. Okay? When we say kill off, that simply means the team has been defeating other teams that are considered big teams in the competition. So let me clarify that. Jason. Short boss, big up yourself and welcome. People them might ride the wagon until the wheels fall off. Straight. Alternative January team. 4-2-3-1. Blake, Bell, Pinnock, Hector, Brown, Grant, Speedy, Bailey, D'Lo, that's DJ, J, Jamalo, Antonio. So Jairus, you pick two team and left out Edda State. You said Edda State can't make your team. Two teams you're picking, one alternative or one alternate. I heard that Tappa not getting fired. All right, Len, big up yourself. Just want to know why all the blame on the coach and none on the players. No, the player get some of the blame short boss, but not everything stops with the coach. If you're running an establishment, the manager, the CEO are gonna get the blame, and then the workers get a little bit of the blame. So they are not gonna be saying the warehouse workers did this and did that. They're gonna say the company, and who follows whose name the company is on, the CEO or the manager. That's just the way it is. So all of this over. Okay, Len. Would you care to speculate on how Canada, US, or Mexico would get on in the World Cup? Competitive, whipping boys or contenders reaching knockout stage? I dare ask how your best J11 do. Richard, you see, Canada is not playing bad. I don't think they're, it depending on the group that they fall into. You have to take that into consideration. US not playing bad. So they might make some noise. Mexico, I think Mexico is struggling. But again, a team can struggle now and then repair all that they need to repair when it's time for the World Cup. So it's 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 mm, too early to talk about that, Richard. World Cup is next year. Too early to get into that. Because a lot can change over the few months that are coming up. JFF not serious about football, just dollars. They don't rate Anthony because he taking them favorite game auto starter. Yeah, Jason. I could not believe that the people are not like Antonio. Oh, big striker. I will never advise nobody who is Jamaican to support USA. It is like supporting. I'm done with this team. Nah, stress myself. All right, Len, big up yourself. Sports, we're not switching. We just plan to support our other international team because Jamaica not going to the World Cup. Jairus, roof over Bailey. Brando, why Stadium E stands full for Manning Cup this year, but Reggae Boyz have a cap on the stadium, even with just vaccinated fans. Brando, who says Stadium E is full? Where you get that information from? Short boss. Coach, where the link for join the live? I soon drop the link, man. Ricardo Robinson, do you see Mexico losing 3 straight? It's a good question, you know. If they are to lose 3 straight, it has to be the Reggae Boyz putting that dagger. Can they do it? Certainly, I believe if the right team is selected, they can. Make we all a reason. Rob Smith, the man them ready stop supporting their country over a coach and still buying Arsenal and Man U jersey? Well, me have my United jersey. Me have my Jamaica jersey. So I guess me support both. Eagle Republic. I cannot see how anyone in the JFF who claims to love not only football but also the country can sit by and watch any coach single-handedly destroy our golden generation. Simply mind-boggling. Coach Minzy, the players don't pick themselves, so the coach must be blamed. Yeah, should be blamed for that, but at the same time, sometimes the players have to take responsibility. For me, if you ask me, Ian, it's 70-30. Coach 70, players 30. Tappa call up too much injured players. That's true, according to what we saw on the field. Fabian didn't call up all I'm. Coach, stay away from politics. Call it as it is. No coach can do what Tappa does and not get sacked, except he did what the organization wanted him to do. I hear you, Langsley. Oh boy. If you hear some of the conversations that I have, then it's very difficult, Langsley, to believe what you have written there. I see a coach who put his trust in certain players and them are let him down. I said them not die for him. Greg Lee has been a beast for his club side after international break. Jamal Lowe scored that goal Bobby missed in his sleep. Starting with the defense, Lowe was the main and sticking out his chest for a raise of pay, and he is at fault for most of the goals scoring against the team. Really? Or you arrive at that short boss? We know just throw out information and you have to come with substantial evidence. Don't support Junior Fleming starting over Jamal Lowe in the Canada match. Me see where you're going, coach. What go on? Taxi Fit, Pinocchio, Hardin, Turgot, DJ, Bobby Roof, and Tony Gray. A small team you have, Jairus. Fun and jokes aside, now this Jamaica World Cup qualifier is getting really toxic, just like my. Hey, Fresh God, me just go bonfire, just like my side man. United. Why that's so that way? Before they fire Ole. Next time you spell out the whole thing, Bridget. Short boss. At the end of the day, you can have the best 11 on your team in the world. If they don't perform, it not gonna work. Yeah, but I mean, give yourself an opportunity for the best team to be there. And if the best team don't perform, then we talk about the players. But don't put yourself in a predicament when you don't select all the very best players that are available. You see the different short boss? Short boss? Kevin Bailey, we going to win Costa Rica and Honduras at home. Mexico can't get a beating to see how it go. So that's 6 points from 3 games. Is that acceptable at this juncture of the competition? No. We got 7 points from 8 games. And we have 6 games to go. Can we really get 18 points from 6 games when we are struggling? It's going to be very difficult. Jamal was the best versus US in the first leg. Why Tappa never call him back? Good question. Deco Brett, or that should be Nico Brett, should get a call up for a friendly. Let's see what he made of. Tappa out. Tappa in Reggae Boyz now switch. Enough of you guys wasn't fans to begin with. It's Corona and the YouTube made you all pay attention. Coach, do you see Panama or Canada dropping more than 4 points next year? I doubt that. And that's why I'm saying once we are putting our fate in the hands of other teams, it's not a good look. But I don't hear these guys coming out and saying they need to perform better. Well, short boss, we do it over here, and sometimes players are not fond of what we do. We have a post-match reaction where we talk about how the players did in the game, and sometimes they're not pleased. Fans are saying we're grading the players too hard and all of this and all of that. So of course we do. What's the deal with Kemar Stewart and Redman? I don't know who is Kemar Stewart. If you're talking Kevin Stewart, I'm not certain. He has been injured throughout the time that we needed him. I'm not sure what will happen after that. The one game we not concede, no goal. D'Lo was suspended. We don't really need him. Really for being full. Short boss, in the El Salvador game, the goal scored against us. I cannot tell who Low was marking. Liam Moore wasn't marking anyone either. Come people, sanitize. Guy was deterred standing there as the marshal of the defense, not trying to make a play on the ball. Why should the coach be blamed for that? Why do we have a coach then, short boss? Why do we have a manager? Why do we have a CEO? Why do we have a prime minister? Why do we have a president? Hmm? The buck stops with the leader. Why did they fire Ole? Ole was the coach. The players were playing. Was it his system? Is it that the players don't understand the coach's system? You have to look into things like that, short boss. Haka proved to Tappa saying not to start him. Look at US game and game. The game no reach nowhere and him get yellow card. Me sorry, I never read shape made. We could play without him and game good. Kevin Stewart is nearing full fitness while Redman is having issues finding a document to apply for citizenship and passport. J. Tappa won't be the coach in January 2022. Coach, we need a midweek live every week. Ricky Trooper, big up. Mark Chambers, if Mexico lose 3 straight, I bet they will fire their coach. Of course. Hey, J. Ross, you're full of team, man. J. Ross, full of team, people. Manchester United just going through a rough patch. At least Manchester United gave me 20 titles, 3 Europa Champions League, 12 FA Cup, 2 treble. All Jamaica can give me Caribbean Cup. What that? Coach means if Tappa selects mediocre players, you can't blame the players because they don't have the required quality to compete against Mexico, USA. Ian, I want you to tell Short Boss that. What he's seeing. Short Boss, read that. I guess the Junior Fleming's move is official. I noticed he has a French flag on his Instagram. Yeah, we noticed that too. Nothing has been finalized yet. I guess when the new year starts, then probably we'll hear more on that. I just say your mind gone, coach. No, no, man. It. Remember, I know where my mind gone. Remember, I say me I read. It is where the sentence are running to. And when me see the United, you notice me stop read the second part. And when me see the United now, me realize. So that's why I say you need to put a comma next time, or put out the whole Manchester United. 'Cause yeah. If you read it, I know it's so away, brother. It's not on my mind. It's what I read. Fresh I move like beanie man. Him need to come at Jason. That me I tell him, man. That's simple thing. Land the man live at England and can't play express and get his papers together. I can't understand that. Karuma, big up yourself. The coach and the JFF blunder big time for the get go. The situation started from Austria, but the players refused to turn up and the situation with English players' documents. Yup, a whole heap of things. Tappa keep playing his friends even when them injured, so they will be eligible for full game salary. Is that the case? We live in at Hope Road or Hope Zoo, nor live in hope. No disrespect to no team, but you know this World Cup qualification is easiest. Me see for a long time we make this one slip big. Of course, Karome, easy thing, and as you rightfully said, no disrespect, but we have the players to do it. The players were just not selected. Coach, me now beat around no bush. Low is the marshal of the defense. So when a cheap goal like that score against us, with him just standing there, he has to be blamed. Yeah, man, but we know that's your prerogative, short boss. But I'm not going to be blaming one person based on what I saw. Panama has to play US, Costa Rica, and Mexico away from home. Panama also must play against Canada. Do you see Panama winning all those games? Jamaica can finish fourth with a new coach. Based on how Panama is playing, Ian, you can say yes, and you can say no. But one thing I can say is that we have had so many bad patches. Will it just miraculously turn around? There's no magic one in sports, It just the magic one and miraculously team start play well. No, I don't believe that. Short boss Tappa should get the blame because he started a poor 11 versus El Salvador, poor game management, having three striker when we are leading in the 90th minute. Tappa is poor all around. Yeah, the three number nines on the field. Whew. And the other guys in the box were marking. He was not marking anyone, and the guy jumped right in front of him to score the goal. Thinking about it on a serious note, there is no team in this CONCACAF group that Jamaica couldn't beat. Exactly, Lindell. With the players and the team that we have, we should have beaten some more teams. Canada, we got them to put away at home. We did not. USA, we got them to put away at home. We did not. Costa Rica, we got to put away. We did not. Panama game, why? Mexico game, why? Fabian Full and the guy sticking out his chest for raise of pay can't defend a 1-0 goal lead with 5 minutes to go. That's the time his leadership skills should show as the marshal of the defense. Big deal is that Ian Campbell will now get a new coach. When was Tappa ever fielded his strongest lineup with the players he selected? Anthony Grant got released from the coach's doghouse. He was on the bench today. Unused sub. That is not a release Eagle Republic. Him still not getting a game. Real talking, mate. But these players don't ready. Bless up, coach. We might as well take a chance with a new coach, seeing as Tappa has only been able to accumulate 7 points from 8 games. Absolutely atrocious. Andrew Downey. Flopper always blunder in team selection and everything else. He needs to gain more knowledge of the game. Coach, I know there is no magic one in sports, but if we get a new coach with the right players, I'm confident we can win all our remaining home games, and I get 1 point on one of those away games. Yeah, I hear a point, but it's gonna be difficult still. You see, King Jav, we got 8 games, to get a lot of points, we did not. How are we gonna get 18 points in 6 games? Of course, Jason, he looks shaky, like Leaf. If we play our best team, we can qualify. For being full, look at it. A lot of the other teams. Costa Rica is in the running. I think they will go down that easily. Panama is in good position. I think the man could take it that easy. Karum is asking who name Flopper. If we have full power for picking the team, then he should be gone. We gonna play some FIFA 2022, yeah, man. Man, then give up, star. Man, then give up. So me drop the link there. Man, them give up. Give up on the things there. When they really I give up, don't you last much in a man. Down to the last match. Coach, it's 8 games with Tappa and players who shouldn't be in the team. Hey, you could say that. Jason, me too. I'll go build a Jamaican side or make a Jamaica career mode. Let's just think about the next World Cup. Please, this is out of our hands. So we can end the live then. Man gonna play FIFA. Jesus, please. From PS. Boy, coach, all me can say it nah look good. Soon follow you at Jason. So he say, what am I gonna play FIFA? No star. I saw it think bad. With a decent coach and our best 23, we can put up a fight. I hear that technical committee want to resign because them no respect their decision. Tapper time up long time. Why did they rehire him? Egyptian man not on FIFA, Listen, end the live, Len. Jason, as long as Tapper remains, it will just be nah stop party until we want that party. Coach, why should we have faith in Tapper when we see that he's incompetent? So who say if you have faith in him, Chris? I didn't say that. Lenny, that make no sense. No, sir, the game not reach me yet. I just think in the future. It's a JFF go, Len. Coach, it's shambolic. Absolutely correct, Jason. Chris Smith. Claudine Age, me nah stop party, me nah stop party, me nah stop party, me nah party. At first, you got this at Jason Camel, man, on it, man. I guess we can change Damian Lowe's name from head of state to head of housing scheme. Hey, not easy though. Right now, Orlando Emmons is saying, how me see it, if Panama win their next two games, to Tata Reggae Boys, try again for 2026. So may I say I'm Orlando Emmons. Even though that game is gonna be tough against Costa Rica. Coach, I think if Paul take over with a clear head of selecting players, we can have a good chance. Head of camels. Oh god. Drop 1 point Mexico. 2 Canada. 2 El Salvador. 2 Costa Rica. 2 US. Equal 9 points given away. We should be on 16 points. Yeah. Heard of camels. People may drop the link, they're not forward. But no one come on and talk about this, yeah, man. Coaches can ask Mr. Speed why in the world we are keeping a national coach who none of the Jamaican Premier League teams would ever hire as a head coach. Not one. Wow, is that an indication? Coach, Mexico dropped 6 points last window. Any team can have a bad window. But you say we have too much bad window. Boy, oh boy. We have a whole lot of bad windows. What are coming upon us in these bad windows, If we have so much bad windows, that means thief can come in water with us if rain fall. This is the thing. Many of us saw this coming before the World Cup started, and the JFF still kept faith, so they may as well continue with the. Oh boy, window them can they want change. Coach, we have only had bad windows. Then that may I say all our window bad. Tappa fling stone in a few win. We have to beat Mexico or Panama and Costa Rica their games, and we have beat Panama and hope Costa Rica lose our draw. Simple, a lot of hope. That is not a lot of hope, Karuma, because you wait on people. It's all core, windows and doors. Formula, big of yourself. People remember to support Formula Sports. Yeah? We are outside. Better JFF go link Alcor for the next window. Here's a new strategy in choosing the Reggae Boys coach. We have a Premier League. The coach that wins the Premier League is the national coach. So I read out speed that after the Gold Cup, JFF should have pulled the plug. All core windows and doors. Our answer. Them need to link Alcor. Marshall Mullins, big up yourself. Kimo, big up yourself. Free commercial. People, the link is up, If you don't come on, me, I gotta stop the show. Make sure to sanitize, hit the like button. coach, somebody that can organize a team who is tactically astute with Mikel Antonio and good players around him, it can happen, but not with Tappa. I will it their head. What is it, people? We can't end the show now. Pick up yourself, Adrian Morgan. Big up, coach. Just checking in. Finally, a win for Man United, and we are through to the next round of Champions League. The thing is this: I know we now have destiny in our own hands. That's it, Orlando means. It's a tough task. We would need more than two teams above us in points to play bad against us and drop point amongst themselves. Too much, I think. There's nothing to talk about then. Flapper cost us the World Cup. What is a John word for end the live? I say sound effects them zone. Formula, jump in, man. Jump in, man. Make we go for our next 20 minutes or so. Yeah, somebody else's voice on the matter. Because a lot of things happen in team selection, the divisiveness. Because really and truly, I think somebody made mention to me about like they just see division in our team and them not really into football, but them see it. I can't remember who, you know. Can't remember. But yeah, everybody sees that there's a division in the team. One set of player there, so one set of player there, so look away. What I think about it, a good start. I don't know. Coach, you need to talk about why JFF sit down and allow coach to destroy our World Cup ambitions. One window, them I give the first three games. How much points we get in our first three games? What, 2 points? One next window, 5 points and or less, you're gonna be fired. That didn't happen. This window, last window, 2 points from the possible. 6 maximum, 4 minimum. Joking. Get the game to win against US. Baller sky the ball over the net. Seeing? That should have been buried, man. Short balls. That is where you knock players. You can't get them prep school primary league goal and dash away. Cannot.
Yeah, you're my fun, coach.
Huh?
Yeah, you're my fun.
Yeah, man, my headset pick up anything, you know.
I can't manage the AC good enough, so I don't know.
I don't even like to see the man face anymore. Boy. So what say you, CC?
Oh, let's see what I'm get up to. With
Big
respect
Dylan
to,
said J-Lo, Pinnock, DJ, and Maggie can't get picked.
yeah, man,
But you think,
man.
huh?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
A big Dylan, you think a DJ can't get picked? Or him
I
no
think
one
a
come?
DJ now on forward.
Mm.
Because you see, this is why, and then some people are say, oh, why a player would not want to come. But I think people must take into context, you have players who play because of the coach. Some man say, oh, you should come because of the country. But sometimes, even the country that you're born in, coach, and you and me know this, you have seen players who have done where they rather to play for a certain type of coach, even if they will play for them country. So I think in DJ's context, I don't think he has been, as I would have said, embraced in such a way. And then there might be other factors. Who can tell what's going on with a
I must say
player?
out a DJ one, you know.
I know, but that is the thing. That's why I might say to a man, say if DJ born out here and look like someone still no want to see the ball in a team, then we expect, isn't me? And then you go back to this, so I show some persons like, for example, right? Where must see some man a complain and I say more local man should have in a team and more this and that and England reject and them situation. I mean I look upon it like this, coach. If we should have had more local players, we had more local players in our under 23s, in our under 20s. We haven't been to under 20 World Cup since 2001.
Mm.
You understand? We haven't been to the Olympics. I might say the Olympics is not a football tournament, but we haven't been. We haven't been there, and all these teams that are competing have been local teams. If you have two overseas players, that was a lot. You understand, coach? So may I say, may I say, you know, I'm not too understanding sometimes when I want to say, but as me say, with regards to Whitmore, I think he blundered in terms of in the last window. I think he blundered in terms of his game selection.
Team
However, in
selection.
team selection, but his in-game management, his in-game substitutions were good substitutions. They might have not come at a great timing because like the Liam Moore substitution, I think at that point in time, based on given the fact that Jamaica has lost a couple of games or drew a couple of games in the last minute of the game with some rash moves, because like for example the Mexico game, you made a change, we lost that game in the final part. You made a change in the Costa Rica game, we drew that game. So in the dying moments in the El Salvador game, I think he should have just kept his cards to his chest and not make a change. If I understand what I say, coach, because you
Mm-hmm.
have given away points by making substitution in the last point. So I think even if he had panicked, you would have just not making a change at that point. If we drew in the last part. But when he makes a change and the defenders have to adjust, more is coming in, wondering where he's going to play. Because from the old game, I don't see if we're playing zone or we're playing man marking. So when the man come on the field, he's thinking, where am I going to play? Damian Lowe is adjusting. So the entire defense is trying to adjust when the play is going on. Something there. Coolberg lose the ball, boom, we draw that game, which come like a last. Come back now, rewind forward to USA game, rewind from the past. We see where Aka was injured in something the El Salvador game. This is the reason why I say, Whitmore are being stubborn or something is going on. If you have a midfield player injured at his age, he's not playing, and he got injured in a game. How can you make him fly back and then start a crucial game like US game? That right there, is a sackable offense, That right there is a sackable offense. Not saying that I want him get sacked or I don't want him get sacked. But that right there, coach, you cannot do that when you have other players, for example, in a Grant that never played 90 in El Salvador, who could have started. When you have a Speedy who never started in the Sunday game, you understand? That you cannot make a mistake like that. That in itself, brother.
I
That
have to
alone,
agree with you. And
yes.
Adrian Morgan is saying that we could have easily gotten 6 points.
Yeah,
in
listen,
this.
I'm telling you, say, to me, we lost points because of coaching error. Not that the players are playing wonderful or brilliant football now.
Yeah.
But we lost points because of coaching error. But that is why I said to someone, if it wasn't for a coaching error, we could have been on 13 points. And we can tell you the 13 points. We could have had 1 point from Mexico. That's a X. We could have had a point from Mexico. We could have had 3 points from Costa Rica. That's 4. And we should have had, we should have had 4 more points from this round of fixtures, which is 8 points, coach, plus this 7 points, which is 13 points with the team not playing wonderful football. Just look at that, The team is not playing brilliant football, and we could have had 8 more points if it was not for a coaching error. So when a man go tell me, say, yo, another coach cannot make a difference at this point, he might tell me it's a fallacy, because we have seen where we could have gotten 13 points at the back of playing horrible. But I tell you, at the back of playing horrible, we could have had 13 points. So that is telling me that these players are capable of 25, 27 points easily with proper management. But that's what I'm going to say. Now the next month, them get attacked.
Before they come in, we have Short Boss and Formula joining us. Upton is saying he's not a smart coach. In the Mexico game, he took out Grant. We lost that game. In the El Salvador game, with Aka injured and coming off, he took off Grant. Still, nonsense is going on with. And that's from Upton Hudson. Yes, Short Boss, big up yourself and welcome. What say you?
Yeah, good night, massive there. The brother makes some logical point. Real talk, make some logical point. But they say before, me not like beat people like that, coach. And a man I go beat coach and beat player. You have to know, like me say, if a Tappa have full power pick the team, then him not do a good job. You see me like while.
So you don't think I'm have full power?
Me don't know to all my work. Me don't know. Cause I hear this, I hear that.
No, but look what the players that consistently get picked.
And that me I try to figure out, even what the brother said, Aka did injure the previous game. So there's no way you can bring him to start him in the following game couple days after. You see me? That is
because
a big
CC and Formula and Sharp Boss. When I went to pick up my accreditation, we saw Paul Hall and he was asked about injured players, and we heard that 2 players were injured. Only 2. One of them played and one went back to England. I say no more. Formula, what say you? Grand entrance.
How you get the sound effects there from boss?
Up on the mixer, man.
Cool. I mean, coach, we know that, Theodore Tappa Whitmore, one of the main issues with Tappa has been his selection from day one, not even from this particular stint, from even the previous stint. There have always been issues with his selection. Just some things that really and truly don't make sense, right? Some decisions that just baffle the mind, right? I think that's clear to see for many,
So,
I mean, where to start? Where's the CC?
no, man, say, oh, fresh cut, boss, fresh cut.
Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man.
Go ahead.
But they tried the dread thing, but it ended up work, you know? But yeah, I mean, it's a number. I mean, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. It's a number. Coach, can I ask a question? I've always heard about this. I don't know if it is true, right? I've always heard about it, right? Did Theodore Tappa Whitmore say that the only reason, and I'm asking because I genuinely don't know, did he say that the only reason he never bring Haka to Mexico was because of public fear of public outcry, or is that just a rumor?
Well, I've heard it. I don't know if he said it, but I heard it.
Yeah, because
So I can't confirm it.
I've heard it too, and I heard it a number of times, and you know, I don't know whether it's true or not because I never heard it for myself, you know. But I mean, we see people in the starting lineup that shouldn't be in the starting lineup. We see people in the squad that shouldn't be in the squad any at all, right? Every time the coach picks a team, you know, whether starting 11 or squad, it is unbalanced.
So formula.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. I say, man, him say I use MPET barber. Worm. Big up worm. Two things. Does that tell you that the coach has total autonomy of the team selection? And there was another thing that slipped me because I'm gonna mention MPET barber. But go ahead.
Honestly, I don't know what to believe where that is concerned because you know I don't want to get into speculation, but you know on one particular now infamous interview, the assistant coach is crying out about not having not being able to basically interference taking place, and then when you look at some of the selection decisions, you really have to wonder. You really have to wonder who is really and truly picking this team. You know, I mean, honestly, I don't know, coach. Honestly, I can't answer that question because I honestly, yeah, there's no. Yes, so the thing is, the selection is so all over the place. You don't even know what to make of it.
Is it all over the place or are the same faces?
It is all over the place, and I'll tell you why it is all over the place, right? Javian Brown was not called up to the initial squad for the last round of fixtures. But yet still, in one of the two games that was played, Javian Brown found himself starting.
Because he's good enough to start.
Coach, Javian Brown did not start a World Cup qualifying game up until that point.
He's good enough to start.
Turned good enough to start.
Yeah, obviously he was always good at probably pressure.
So now that may I say, coach, there's no pattern. It don't make no sense because it's not like Javian Brown was brought into the squad to replace another right back, you know.
Right.
So,
but remember, from what we have seen, still formula from the first practice session happening over in El Salvador, the man apparently what I heard was in the first team. I trained with the first 11. So from then, probably him should have get a start, but it never happened because probably not obligations with other players.
But coach, it don't make no sense because how you leave a man out of your squad, right? You completely leave him out of the squad initially, firstly, right? You replace him being a right back, you replace a center forward with him, right? That's the first, the first major issue. How the hell you replace a center forward with a right back?
Because when we did our review, we have set the team to top heavy. You understand? I don't know if I watch some watchings go on and we are crying for Javi and Bruno comes in the team. You understand? Even though the coach said football not play upon YouTube, so we need to be silent.
But coach, here's the thing now. Again, it don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me that you don't look at the players and have an indication as to, or have an idea as to what you're going to be doing in the upcoming games that you're going to be playing based on the personnel that you are selecting, right? You don't mean to tell me that, okay, when you're selecting the team, you say, okay, you know, this, I have an idea of who I'm going to start in this game, who I'm going to start in that game, what roles I'm going to ascribe to the respective players. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, man, and yeah, that makes sense. What I said.
it don't make no sense how Javier Brown start the US game, right? And it's not like there was anything. I mean, whenever you're not nothing to Alvas, whenever you're not nothing to Fisher, right? Him start the
Brethren,
US
it look
game.
like me can go start train down at Clarendon or somewhere down Cavalier and probably say me can get a game in the team.
Seriously, man, because it don't make no sense. Javier Brown just thrusted into the starting lineup and was not even originally picked for the initial squad for the round. It don't make no
Another
sense.
another player wasn't picked and he started in the next game too.
Don't make no sense.
But I understand what you're saying, family. Like kind of flip flop. Like what Ian is saying about this comment on the screen. You pick this player, you just carry him. You know, the thing about it, the team not balance, not a balanced team, not a balanced team. Whenever the selection is made, it's a balance. And when we come on these platforms and talk about the team not being balanced, then we are talked about by some of the fans that we love talk bad, we love this and we love that. And it is true. The team never balance. You know why? Look, formula. When a substitution is to be made. You understand what I say?
Yeah, man. The two see them there on the pitch.
Ah boy.
you can't
Watch out,
you
you
can't you
know,
can't bring on a see you can't bring on a CDM for close out the game in a coach.
But that's why I think that the reason why Javon was brought back into the team to help Grant cushion his game.
Coverage.
Although I believe that Grant can cover these games. But all right, if you're saying you don't think him can based on age, why you start the next man with older than him? You understand?
Yeah.
The thing does
I'm
set
in
away.
favor of
but watch
neither
out,
of them
coach.
starting now.
We can have, I'm telling you, two,
Yes, easy.
two CDM can be two, two person, I'm gonna say, two players with the ability to play CDM can be in the team, and can play in the same team, but you can't play like a double pivot. You have to play one as like a register, whatever they call
But
them
none
in
of them
like
can
Italy.
do with that CC. So you can't play two of them.
Both of
There's
them are
not gonna be any
reinforced as
creativity in
C.
a team. Yeah.
Both of
There's
them
not
are
gonna be any
reinforced.
creativity. So if you all
But
right, so
that,
you
but
put
that's why
in
I say, that's why I
Grant.
say, that's why I say the problem with Tappa, the problem with Tappa selection is the type of players we have. So,
The
so to
combination.
me, the ability of these players.
Yeah, but
These
CC,
players,
him now pick the better players.
because I'm gonna show you something. Ravel could have played. Ravel could have played as the deep line playmaker. And you can play him push forward as well. It depends what you want out of the game. Because look here, coach, I'm going to show you something with long ball. Enough people don't understand. It's when you have the ball, when the midfielder has the ball, one player go long, one player go short, another player create width. So it's like you must have at least three options at all times. So it's either the central midfielder, this is not even the coming up. The central midfielder have three pass. You might either go send the ball long, you might go send it short, or you might go play it out wide. But no, that is why I say I can't really see the pattern of play, and then him play two players that are not capable of doing this. The play two players that are not capable of doing of creating space or creating from the deep or creating from up top. Like if you have the Ravel playing, Ravel can create from deep, or Ravel can win the ball further up the pitch and restart the play further up the pitch because enough man as a Ravel can't tackle. I'm see the man in a game a tackle. It's the instruction that the coach gives you. It's the instruction, Because may I assure you this, coach, a lot of times you see teams that are average. Or you might have other team better than the team on paper. But the structure of the team, the way in which the team is set up, when a man whip the ball around, that's up, him knows him go get it. Him knows when Rafael pick it up, he must make this run here. The other man knows he must come short to see if he can be an outlet option to receive the ball. The forward knows him for go long just in case.
Be a what? Be a what?
Outlet.
Boss, them word they are big word in a virgin. The gaffer know them word they in a virgin, so you have to take it easy in a virgin. You can't drop them the word the son and not explanation and a definition in a virgin.
No, but may I say, that is because guess what happened? You know the midfielder of I think 3-4 position. Him of I think 3-4 position. The enforcer now, because as far as we see it, Jamaica side we have enforcer. We have an enforcer in a grand, and we have a little enforcer in a Aka to the lesser part. You understand? That is where Aka's career is at right now. Aka should not start. Aka cannot start. The pace of the football, it cannot manage it. If you start Grant, you have Grant, and you say Grant, here we go. So when you break up the play, you pass it to the central midfielder. You pass it to the central midfielder, or you pass it to the winger. Or when the central midfielder get it, him pass it to the cam, him pass it to the winger, or him send it long to the forward. That's how the central midfielder role. The cam collect the ball from the central midfielder, him pass it wide, or him look for a true ball, pass it to the forward. So the central
Omar
midfielder.
Andy is saying that the team needs 2 CDM. I don't believe the team needs 2 CDM.
Team doesn't need 2 CDM, brother.
Yeah, no, look, here's the thing doing a CC. Here's what I would not have an issue, right? I would not have an issue with 2. I would not, yes, I wouldn't necessarily agree with it, but fine. Tappa wants to counter-attack, right? I would not even, if that is the case, which I don't believe is the case on majority of the games. He's just poor at being able to keep and progress the football, right? But I don't even have an issue with 2 ball-playing CDMs. I don't have an issue with 2 ball-playing CDMs, right? The problem is neither Grant nor Haka is known for ball usage, right? They're just the type that win possession, pass it to make a forward pass to one of the more attacking minded players, right? Like for instance, a Joey Desert. Joey Desert is a ball playing CDM. 2 of him I wouldn't have an issue with, because if you watch Joey Desert can play as a number 8 as well. So that's the thing. These 2 players are 2 enforcers. They don't give you anything else other than just enforcing. And I mean, as a matter of fact, scratch that. Haka don't give you nothing. One of them gives you enforcement, right? The other,
okay, Omar.
we don't know where the hell him do, because Virgin, when him up on the pitch, him not do nothing. Nothing now.
Is with 2 CDM, you can't play 4-4-2. You can't be playing 4-4-2 with 2 CDM, bro. Because that is the next thing. Nobody's saying you're hooked up on formation, but if I go play 2 CDM, the best thing I see is play 3 at the back and him play the 2 wing back up like a midfielder beside the 2 CDM. So it's like if you're going to use pace and beat the team, then use pace and beat the team. I know so the 2 CDM are basically in there for tackle and win the ball high up the pitch. That is the 2 CDM. And I really try to create from inner the center, in the middle. you try win the ball game from the flank. So if I'm gonna use two CDM, but very rarely you find in a modern football teams that use two CDM. Some teams use two CDM, but in the two CDM, you have one who is a deep line playmaker, and you have one who is probably just a tackler. Even if him good enough to do other stuff, he's a tackler. Because you see Chelsea do it with Jorginho play CDM when Kante go forward. Kante play CDM when Jorginho go forward. So
Hey,
really
boss,
truly,
hold on the CC. You have to explain them concept of rotating the number 6 and number 8 position to the gap in a bridging. The man then understand them the whole thing that will facilitate fluidity in a boss.
listen.
You have to explain that.
That is why I say it's kind of difficult for us to play two CDM when we don't have. Because, for example, in the El Salvador game, that is what they were trying to do. Aka went forward, and I think Grant was supposed to come to the side, but Grant was supposed to come back in the middle. Grant ended up in the defense. So I'm not even sure if they understand each other to play that way. Because when Aka go forward, Grant's supposed to assume the defense, the D mid position. And if Grant get forward, Aka supposed to assume D mid position. So the defense have cover at all times. But one of the CDM's job is win the ball high up, and the other CDM job is to provide cover for the back four. So, I mean, I see that you can play them, but if I'm not see how it did that work out because I'm not seeing it in the game. I'm not seeing it how it should be utilized in the game.
But see. Yeah, man, it look like formula for real, man. Spitting image. But CC, here's the thing though, CC. Here's the thing though. One of the reasons why you never see it working out, right? Is because the two man them, one, as I said, they are not ball playing CDMs, they are enforcers, and two, the man them seriously lacking in mobility, boss, especially in a 4-3-3 virgin. I mean, look, every single build-up structure, you're definitely going to need mobility to be able to progress the ball. But especially in a 4-3-3 virgin, mobility is key to play a 4-3-3 virgin. Seeing and the man have the two defensive-minded midfielders in the midfield tree, both seriously lacking in mobility. That is not even a selection issue in a coach. That is a lacking of the basic fundamentals in a coach. That is not even a selection issue. A selection issue is like, say, for instance, you know, a man a start and one better player there on the bench. That is like where take place a right back. That is a selection issue. With what took place in that El Salvador game, with those two players that started in the midfield tree. That is a gaffer who, with the greatest of respect, you know, I don't like bashing Tappa. I don't take pleasure in bashing a legend of our football, right? But that is a gaffer who is lacking a basic fundamental understanding, right?
Big up yourself, Sherman. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, that's just a gaffer who is lacking the basic fundamentals, don't understand the basic fundamentals. Added to the fact that the third link in the midfield, right, is neither a creator nor a controller. If you notice, you know, in a midfield tree, you know, and I even said this on my show, you know, in a midfield tree and in a 4-3-3, right, one of the main ways to go about having balance in a midfield tree, in a 4-3-3, right, is having a defensive-minded, ball-playing midfielder, a controller, and a creator, right? None of the personnel that he used in that midfield tree, in that 4-3-3, none of them fit either. Roof is neither a creative option, nor is he a controller, right? Grant is neither a ball-playing midfielder, a ball-playing defensive-minded midfielder, nor is he a creator, nor is he a controller. Haka
Yes,
we still don't know what Akka
so
is. What am I doing
our
at it?
our formation, and I strongly believe say, our formation with the players that we have is 3-4-3. And a man can argue, but the best formation for we is 3-4-3. With the two winger, Javian Brown, Greg Lee, or who them want to put out there. The two winger playing up beside the two CDM if they want to play two CDM. The two winger play beside the two central midfielder. The Antonio up top, where they have Leon Bailey and whosoever you have on the next flank is Rufar. So, but the best formation for we is 3-4-3. You know why? If we're defending, right, the two wing back, depending on which side of the pitch that the game is coming back on, you have the two wing back can come back and it will be a back four, either side of the pitch. If it's from the middle, you have two CDM that is protecting us. So if you're going to play two CDM, 3-4-3 and ball game done, because they can transition in and out of a 5-3-2 or you want to put it 4-2-3-1. But if you get the formation wrong, two CDM are going to kill you. If you go 4-4-2, two CDM are going to stifle you in the ball game. Because you're going to have players on the pitch that you don't really need to utilize. One extra central defender that you don't need. If you have two CDM, you don't need an extra central defender. You need three at the back and two wing back that are playing both attacking and defending when they're to defend. So to me, depending on the players that you utilize, the formation they can get it so wrong in the sense where you end up using players that is not necessary on the pitch. Matter the formula, it's not their contribution in the game based on the other players that you're having. Because remember, football is an 11-player sport. The goalkeeper, defense, midfield, forward is 11 people play the sport, brother. So and each position is a supporting position to the other. So to play two holding midfielder and not play and playing four at the back doesn't make sense. If you understand what I say, it doesn't make sense. There's no team that plays two holding midfielder and play four at the back. Me no see it. If a man see it in the comment, tell me. But I have never seen it. I've never seen it.
But the 4-2-3-1 that we have been playing over years is similar to the 4-3-3, you know.
No, I'm not saying 4-3-3.
No, I'm saying 3-4-3.
3-4-3.
No, man, I'm just referring to the comment that ball
3-4-3 is the formation because as Stan said the wing backs we have aren't exceptional. But that is what I'm saying. Even if they aren't exceptional, if them can square the ball, I will have three forwards. A three forward I play with now. If these players can square the ball, that is the best way I see, or we can not concede goals and we can still be a threat going forward with the type of players that we have. The type of players we have, cannot be a possession-based team, So if we are playing 3-4-3, we're not playing necessarily possession-based football because obviously we can't manage that at this point in time. But we are playing a position, we are playing a formation with the pieces that we have that can get us a goal and that can make we look solid at the back. There's no rhyme or reason to me why Anthony Grant acted on the field. Then me looking at the back line, me have DME and me have two centre back. For a reason I don't know.
Too many defensive-minded players on the park.
Exactly. Right in the belly there.
Too many. Because if you have two, that's why I'm saying if you have two, because guess what happened now? Formula. The two defensive midfield players, one can play centre. Two of them supposed to can play centre back. So you see, even if the wing backs go, you still have a player that can fill in. So you have too many defense. Basically, I'm saying you have too many people focusing on defense. You just need three defenders around there. We are focused on defense, and two wing back. We are focused on attack. But they are a part of the defensive unit. If you understand what I say.
Yeah, man. So how they?
Hold on, let me read that super chat from Tappa Belly. Big up yourself, Tappa Belly. Wonder if this person is brain drained. I'm
Anything
wondering, you
possible.
No,
know.
I don't think so. Him now have the something that be him now have the range.
Okay, okay. Is
Range will
Jamaica
still have the range.
is Jamaica on FIFA 2022, Xbox or PlayStation? I guess you'd have had his answer. Go ahead, Formula.
No, I
Man, I
was
say,
just saying that, you know, how are you going to have that connectivity, right? Is that the team is split in half. You're not going to have that connectivity in the build-up because, I mean, Grant is not a ball-playing CDM. He's more of a traditional CDM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Haka is Haka, right? And, you know,
yo, but may I tell you the right fact, brother, the formation can make an average player.
but
Because if a
CC, my
turn a
shape
ball
made
and
in a CC. My shape made in a CC when you say it, you know. You know why my shape made CC? And I say a fool in the share talking is a good point you raise, you know, right? But the reason why I'm not agree with it is because of the context in which it is being said, right? The context of the current Jamaican national team with the current Jamaican head coach. Boss, not change of formation now go help this already average.
no, but may I tell
Hey,
may I
what
tell
on
you,
the CC? Kabbalah car is one sample, man, you know. Bala car is a CC. Like, why you talk about three a back? A Pinnock, you want playing the three a back. Was
Why
that
not?
was
Why
that
not?
in your thought process,
Why
CC?
not?
listen, to be honest, I wasn't taking that into my thought process, but as me say, I am thinking from the perspective of looking solid at the back and
Mm-hmm.
trying to get because here what if that formation to me, we can get one love for the next 6 games. May I tell you, coach,
But it worked against Serbia, you know. I will
I
play the
strongly
game
believe we
in the
can get
first
like
half,
one
in their half.
or two love because at the end of the day, that formation, the thing, let me show you, we have to turn some players in a system, ball. So it's like, for example, you have certain players that you can't, if you plug them out of one team, or them looking at another team, right? When Pogba play for France, it's like a system Deschamps have over there with Kante in the midfield. So Pogba look excellent for France, but him cannot. You very rarely see him reproduce that at Man U, and it's just because of the players that are there and the formation and the system that they're playing. Enough people don't say, "Oh, what is a system? What is this? What is that?" But to me, average players in a certain fight, Antonio Conte at Chelsea, the players never look good now. 4-4. This one up a formation. Conte changed it. We got 3 love at Arsenal at halftime. Conte say, you know what? 3 at the back. And no better. The man them get better, you know. You understand my thoughts? So like the man they never get miraculously better.
They were able to fit in the system and play it well.
Exactly. They did not get miraculously better.
Found
They
the
were
right
able to fit
systems.
in and play better because of the type of players they were. The type of players that were at the club. Even right now, if Chelsea go 4 at the back, them struggle right currently, me I tell you. Anyhow, we went 4 at the back. We struggle, them go struggle.
But CC, as me say, you're not wrong, CC, you're not wrong. But what me I say is, it no matter what, me never not gonna say system, because honestly, my scratch me that wonder sometime if we're there on the pitch can amount to a system, right? In terms of with the current coach. No, I'm being dead serious, right? But as I say, like even if you find the best system or the best let me say formation instead of system, right? Because
Yeah,
I
formation.
can't find the best system, right? But let's say for instance him find the best formation, right? With the best personnel, right? Not the square pegs in round hole sort of thing. And the players on the pitch complement each other, so to speak, right? Even to then, me I tell you, CC, it not gonna work. It not gonna work when the coach lacking basic fundamental understanding, brother, of this
Because
game, brethren. It not gonna
you are,
work.
listen, me ask someone this. You are tell me say you have Murray Harper, Damian Lowe, and Liam Moore, right? Them a play the 3 at the back. And you are telling me so when we are defending, when we're in the defensive transition, for example, down the side, Gregley comes down. When we are defending, Gregley is coming back, So you have them 3 men at the back, Gregley is coming back, Plus you have the two, the mid, one is coming across to even provide more protection. I don't know a formula, but I'm thinking you not have nothing for lose. Yeah, you say football is not played on social media, but I'm telling you, when I watch the sport, anything that you watch the sport and you have an analytical mind, you can see certain things better. To me, it's like, I don't know, it's like, I not stop saying to you, Tappa, or whosoever is the coach come January, need to go 3-4-3, because we can tell you this. The other teams, they are going to have a difficulty matching up against a 3-4-3 system. We can tell you that. They're going to have a difficulty matching up against the team. Because probably Mexico go play 4-3-3. So you just have to find a way in which defensively you look solid and you still look like you can get a Bob Marley. Because we have to face the fact we're not going to outscore our team by 2-3 goals. You understand? But if you set up a team in such a way where and this is the thing when I look on coach. You see, in this formation, any man you can make score. Gregley can go up the pitch and end up score. When in the Javier Brown can go up the pitch and end up scoring, because you're not specifically relying on the centre forward to score the winning goal. And you have Antonio, who any little individual brilliance can come from Antonio at any given point in time. So you're always a threaten. Antonio basically going to stay on the defenders. So me don't know, brother. But if I don't see this formation formula for the first game against Mexico, I go watch the game, but me just nah tune because we're not winning. We're not winning if we not play this way. Because the players we have to play with speed. We don't have we now use no creative player. So we have to use speed. That's all we have.
Here's where I disagree with you. That formation
hold on. We have a few more minutes to close off now, because I'm not going
man.
beyond the 2 hours.
Man, cool.
Go ahead.
Here's why I disagree with you, right? There are so many other things that have to complement a formation. It's not just the formation alone, right? So you have tactics, you have roles and functions of the respective players, you have patterns of play, patterns of movement, right? You have style of play, etc. There are so many other things to complement the formation. Now, what I say is, Bridget, when you my boss, when you look on the Reggae Boyz play, you see no movement, brother. You see no pattern of movement, brother. You see no pattern of play, right? The tactics, even when you do see tactics, a lot of the times the tactics are flawed, right? Flawed for a number of reasons, right? The roles and functions, the players look clueless on the pitch. See, look on the player them. When them don't know what to do, them don't know where to go. The man them clueless on the pitch because there are no rules. There are not enough rules, not enough functions, right? No patterns of play because there's only one pattern of play, and that is that long ball hoof from goalkeeper or centre back go up the line, right? That's about it. That's the only pattern of play, you see. No patterns of movement, right? Style of play. I mean, that's what I say, CC. It's just a number of other things that have to go along with having the right formation, with having the right combinations on the pitch at the same time. Right? And Tappa, you're not gonna get it from Tappa. You're not gonna get it from him.
Yeah, but me say
we can just say this quickly, CC.
Yeah, man.
Quickly. Perfect example, CC. Perfect example. Look on the Panama game. You talk about the formation, right? Cool. If we play a 3-4-3, that will get us the desired result, right?
Yeah.
You also have to have the right tactics and the right roles and the right functions, etc., to align with that. Here's why. Look at the Panama game, right? When we played a 4-4-2 with a flat midfield 4, right? And and the gaffer going on a press conference after. Right? No variations to the 4-4-2 in the first half, you know. Remember, you know, just a rigid 4-4-2, you know, no variations. And the gaffer got in at the press conference and said he wanted a high press Panama, you know, with a 4-4-2 with a flat midfield 4, you know. No variations, you know. Boss, who used 4-4-2 for high press Virgin? As I said before, when you see the 4-4-2 being utilized in the modern era, it is mostly being used to do the opposite of a high press, which is a mid to low block. Is a reason for that. So that me I say, like, even if him get, you have to know the respect, you have to have a knowledge of the
Yeah,
game.
but watching a formula, the reason why I said the formation, you know, that formation is this is it is because of Tappa. Because I'm saying to you that Tappa is not a play. Tappa don't really like play creative players. In a 3-4-3, you're basically going to play with 7 defenders. You get where I come from, coach? He basically is playing with 7 defensive players. It's just that 2 of them is an attacking wing back. So it's not like say. So I'm saying that I am trying to conform in a way which fits and suits Tappa. You know. He doesn't like hardworking players, and him don't really like creative players or players that he deems are lazy. So I'm saying that a 3-4-3 solve this thing because he might have 3 forwards and 7 defensive players. A man probably ask how the ball will get to the forwards, but at the end of the day, I say the wingers' jobs are to come and swing in crosses in the box. The wingers them, to me, in that sense, the wing back them more than likely end up being more than likely the wingers them end up being the providers are the goal scorers. So I'm saying a 3-4-3 basically conforms to Tappa's ideology in the sense that he would not play a cam. It's Tappa's ideology,
What ideology? CC, what ideology?
His ideology is that he likes hard-working players who will run from now till a morning.
Fair point.
Like something they play
Fair
players.
point.
So I'm saying
Fair
that
point.
in that formation, he will get all the running that he wants, and him just tell the wing backs them instruction. Get to the box, square the ball. Their instruction is to get the ball inside the penalty area, whipping across.
Yeah, where you just say CC. Yeah, where just say tell the wingers X, Y, and Z. Boss. CC, you know, hear what me saying, CC. You know, hear what me saying, CC. All of this way you're saying is not that CC. It's facts
No,
you're
I
talking.
know what
I'm
you're
not fooling
saying.
this you're talking, CC. But me I say you miss one key ingredient, CC. One key ingredient. You miss the context of who the head coach is. What instructions, Bridget?
But one day if he's
Yeah,
talking, one day if he's talking futuristic formula.
As Mr. Coach, what not? Coach so easy. Coach, I look like the whole. Yeah, but Mr. Coach, I am trying to say that you are all right. Me in a Tappa shoes. Then I must say I am Tappa. I like players that run for me and players that are defensive minded. So best case scenario, start a formation that you can have 7 defensive players on the field and 3 forward on the field. That is the formation, and then you use the wing backs as your attacking wing backs and then defend as well. So the formation I am trying to suggest is a formation that best suits Tappa's style of coaching, because that is his style of coaching. The problem with how he's going about things is that he's using players to fit to a style that is not his style. Then he's saying that the players are lazy. His style is basically defending and trying to get a 1 goal or a 2 goal, to nick a goal or get a 2 goal. And I'm saying that based on the players, some players might not get playing in that system too, because I'm not sure if him can adjust outside that system. But I'm just saying, Formula, him have to adjust the system to fit his type of play. Whether you want to say have a system or not, his playing is players who run hard and players who work. So if he needs players who work, 3-4-3, you have 7 defender. You have 7 defender and you have 2 attacking wing back and 3 forward.
No,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
So
coach, I end it now.
yeah, man. We're coming to the end of the show, but I'm gonna give Formula his chance to
Yeah, man.
reply to what CC is saying, then
Fresh
give his
cut.
closing remarks,
Fresh
then
cut
we'll jump
Formula name
over
now. Fresh cut.
to
Yes.
to CC. Eddie,
So
big up yourself.
coach, when I
Eddie,
get that drum, I want fresh cut.
hey, big up yourself, Eddie. Good up. Eddie, I know triple treat, man. We normally have live on a Tuesday, no. But it's normally track and field live, but you know, not really go on in that track and field world yet, you know. We soon go up on the street, go do some work still, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah, but I
that's
hear
that.
one big thing going with Ilian since there.
No, I just nomination. She made the final cut.
Oh yeah, you talk about the thing that took watch Blake got runner up for the goalkeeper of the year. Matt Turner won it.
Oh, I never hear that. I never hear
Why,
that.
why are we not surprised?
The USA goalkeeper won it.
Why are we not surprised?
Yeah. So
All
I
right,
just
Pamela,
wanted to
go
put
ahead.
that out there.
No, man. I was just saying that I agree with everything that CC is saying. It's just that the context with the current coach. It doesn't matter. We can hear talking and dissecting football, but at the end of the day, man, when the team hit the pitch, man, you just have to watch and pray and hope, But when you see out on the pitch, not gonna really make much sense. It really does. And by the way, I've always said it that Theodore Tappa Whitmore prefers players with work ethic. In terms of there are 2 attributes: work ethic, technical ability. He will take the players with the work ethic any day over the players with the technical ability. I think that is clear. May I see that from for a while now. Clear. So I just want a team to go out there and run up and down.
Yeah. My last 2 minutes, coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said still, I think I mentioned this to coach the other day. I say, the results we need basically, the results we need are basically in the January window. So, as I say, in order for we qualify, we have to beat Mexico. Beat Costa Rica.
Panama game that will be very the turning point. You have to beat them.
Yeah, the first result we don't need have to beat Mexico. Costa Rica and Panama draw. That would put Panama at 10 points.
Where is that game? Where is that Panama Costa Rica game being played?
I think it's Costa Rica.
Oh,
I think it's Costa
I like
Rica.
that. I don't like
Come
that.
on, say that
I would have preferred. I'd have preferred that game being played in Panama.
Why?
Because Costa Rica is more than likely gonna try and probably go toe-to-toe with Panama at home, right? And they don't have the mobility to close down the Panama players, and I think that will leave a lot of space for Panama. And I think it might be.
It's a new coach though, so
let me show you
new coach.
True.
Winning. I'm going to show you how winning, like beating Mexico, and that draw can change up things. If Jamaica beats Mexico and Costa Rica and Panama draw, that are 10 and 15 points, them gone pan respectively, while Jamaica go on 10 points. Jamaica beats now Panama. Because we are going to play Panama. We go 13, Panama still on 15. Mexico plays Costa Rica. So if Mexico and Costa Rica draw, because remember Costa Rica is still in it, and Mexico is fighting.
Because they're ahead of us.
Yeah. So if Mexico and Costa Rica draw, Costa Rica 11 points, Mexico 15. Oh, we have lost. We have Costa Rica. While Mexico have Panama. So the January window basically is showing you that all of these teams, Costa Rica, Panama, and Mexico, will play each other.
Yeah, but
Ah,
remember Costa Rica is above us, So if
no,
they
but
get a good result in Panama, that is also more added pressure on us,
I'm tell you what I'm saying though is this though, coach. If Costa Rica, let's put it like this. If Costa Rica wins 2 games and we win 2 games, destiny is still not our hands.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Because we
'Cause
still have
we
Costa
would have to
Rica
play
last.
them.
Them a come at the office
Yes.
last.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's why I'm telling people that Jamaica has to win out. So even if Costa Rica wins their 2 games, it's the best. It's still a good result for Jamaica.
You see how much calculations and I do.
And that's the problem I'm having formula. You see,
Boss, you
once we
need
have
a
to go through all
calculator.
of that, that
Yeah,
simple means we are in
in
a
a
hole.
trouble.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
we're in a trouble,
Trouble.
man. We're in a trouble. But as I
Trouble.
said,
Yeah.
though,
Me just sit down here and listen to CC, Me know saying draft your calculator and match up all of that before we forward on the show, Cause there's no way you could have do all of that in a female.
yeah,
Right?
me tell
It's up on
coach
the
long
spot.
time, man. Me tell
You know,
coach
he
long
said
time.
it to me. I'll to them read it and me I say, say
My man
CC
sit out
onto
long time,
something.
man.
But you see
But
that come like a calculus, or add maths, Yeah, man.
Really? Seriously?
yo,
Seriously?
you know what, we are finding the derivative of Costa Rica.
A one bag of
Panama.
equation that in a
What do you
CC.
mean?
One
And
bag of equation that boss, you
Listen, bro.
confuse my little brain a while ago in a bridge. Me confused in a
We are
bridge.
finding some
I don't
differentiation.
understand not where you just talk to in a bridge.
Just partial differentiation. All I'm saying is, bro, is that we just need to win the first 2 games. The results to me in the next games don't matter. You know why? If we win the first 2 matches, we would beat Mexico and Panama. That simply means, if we beat them 2 teams, Panama in front of you. If Costa Rica beat Panama and we beat Mexico, we have Panama to play. Panama will be stuck on 14 points. And we know if we end up with 4, we end up beat Panama's 14 points at now. Not 14, 13 behind Panama again. But Panama will have Mexico. Remember, say, dog fight that again. Panama and Mexico is. You understand? So I
yeah, me see the point where I make. But as Eddie said, I try to find X.
Yeah. No, but may I tell you, coach,
The amount of if him using that the equation.
Yeah, if statement, yeah.
All right, but I'm saying, yeah, we now use Excel. But I say if error. If error in the Panama, if error in the Costa Rica and Mexico game and Panama game. But here I say, coach, all I'm saying is Jamaica wins their first 2 games. Destiny in our hands. And the next game and Panama and Costa Rica, them in a trouble. And Mexico as well. Because of how the table is. So it's just that's why I say I don't know why people that say another coach can make a difference. Because may I tell you this, brother. If we win the first 2 games, formula. If we win the first 2 games, I will come back a stadium. All the government have to do is pull up the stadium and say, 30,000 in there. If a dirt.
CC, you seem to be of the opinion that the Reggae Boys can still make it to Qatar.
Obviously, that's what we're saying.
Am I correct in that?
Yeah, man. I don't think myself, man.
1,000% correct, brother. May I tell you this? May I tell you, me, I go up a stadium, and may I tell you, say,
but
if we win the first 2 games,
CC,
a problem in the office.
CC.
Yeah.
I am not a pessimist, Right? But hear me out. We got 8 games to do all of that, and we won 1, and we are only on 7 points. So CC, you believe so we have the know-how to get 18 points from 6 games, and we couldn't get 12 from 8?
Well,
that is less than a point per game,
Coach,
Coach.
that's what patriotism does to a man, you know. Clouds his judgment in a coach.
Hold on, coach. me come from the country. I might not know this, coach, but you ever hear about bamboo?
Figure St. Elizabeth.
When bamboo catch a fire, when bamboo
Oh,
catch
that I mean. Oh,
fire.
of course, we know about bamboo fire, man.
England at the Cricket World Cup won their first 4 games. The next 2 games them lose. They never win World Cup.
Cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty.
No, but I am saying to you, coach, that on a logic point of view, if we win the first 2 games, bro, I like the pressure that will mount on the other teams. Because win the first 2 games, come back home, and if we have the fans behind the team, remember, we tell people this, at home game, you try to get as much cards as you can. So win the first 2 games. Jamaica's destiny is in their own hands. Win the first 2 games. That's all we need. The first 2 games, we are Qatar. Remember, me say it here, coach.
All right.
Me say it here, on coach's desk.
All right,
if we win the first 2 games,
we're gonna hold it to that.
Qatar.
All right,
and
people.
That's so optimistic, but that is all we see.
There you have it from CC, man that is optimistic about Jamaica's chances.
I
am not ruling it out, but I mean...
Me name Fresh Cut and CC name Eternal Optimist.
Yeah, I'm not ruling it out, but definitely it is in a very, very, very bad situation. But big up yourself, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have to close off, respect manners to all the people who came out. Big up to Formula, big up to CC, the Eternal Optimist, and Fresh Cut. Big up to Short Boss, who was on earlier as well. And definitely we continue to put out content, people. We appreciate the fact that you're here with us. So big up yourself. Stay tuned until next time. Style and flavor, all right?
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.